Hi folks, this is Adrian at 18 Echo SF. A while back I did a video on the cleaning lubricants and materials that I use for cleaning my guns, and since that time I have added some and eliminated some as well. And I thought you might like to just hear my opinions coming from another gun owner. And again, you may have your favorites and that may work real well, but I just, again, wanted to describe the ones that I'm currently using and the ones that I've decided not to. First of all, one of the reasons I decided to look around, even after using one particular product for so many years, has to do with the smell that's created when I'm cleaning the guns. My cleaning bench is right over here, and it's in the garage, and I like to keep the doors closed when I'm working on handguns. I'm not really interested in having my neighbors know that I keep guns around, and so I tend to keep them down or just raised slightly so that no one can see. And when I do that, the fumes from the cleaning materials kind of fill the garage. And my wife, when she comes out here to do something for her laundry, notices it and has mentioned it several times. So I wanted to tell you what I was using over the years and what I have now switched to. Number one, the product I use the most, it's in a different color bottle because it's a different type, is the Hops number 9. This happens to be the semi-auto version of Hops number 9. I found pretty much this and the orange bottle went to work the same. The smells are very similar. And Hops is a fairly caustic, liquid. So, but I've used it for years and years and years, and it's always worked well. And I'm an old school guy. I shoot, as you know, 1911s, and it's always worked well. But I began looking around for something that might be better environmentally and better for me on my hands and lungs as well. So I used this for a long time. I have pretty much stopped using this completely now. When I started looking, based on some of the videos that I saw online, I found out about Ballistol. And a lot of people use Ballistol, and I had a little bit of a difficult time finding it. The first time I got it, I had it shipped to me from an online source, and the shipping cost was just astronomical because, excuse me, of it being, in a pressurized can. But I got it, and then I eventually found a local source where I could go buy it when I ran out. And I really loved using this, and this is a CLP type of product rather than just a solvent. And it worked really well, cleaned good, even though I still continued to use oil along with that. It was good, but the smell again just kind of was not quite overpowering, but bad enough that I wanted to get rid of it if I could. So I've used this for about the past year, actually. And then there's a shooter online named Kyle Lamb, a former Special Forces guy like myself. And Kyle has become a proponent of using something called Rand CLP. Now, whoops, I used this for the past couple of months and really came to love it. It is another CLP. It cleans pretty well, and you can even use it in the bore. So I've been using this, and there's almost no smell to it whatsoever. So I do like this, and I'll continue to use this as a kind of as a partial lubricant at times. Now I'm also, even though I don't own any of Bill Wilson's guns, I am very much a fan of the Wilson Combat parts and the other accessories that they have. And a couple of years ago, I found out about their oils. Um, the brand is called Ultima Lube, and it used to be slightly different than this, and then they switched to these larger bottles and kind of a little bit of a different formula for their oils. And I love these products right here, and I still will continue to use them. They basically have two viscosities. There's I think there's three viscosities, but I use the regular oil. No, there's two viscosities, sorry. I use the regular oil and then the universal. They do have a grease, I'm sorry, there are three. And then there is one that is even thicker than the universal. I have found that for the most part, I can use the universal on just about every single section of my 1911s that need to be lubricated. And I do use it for that. And the only thing that I really use the light oil for is the Series 80 plunger in the slide. And I like to use a little bit of a lighter oil there. So I use both of these every single time I clean my gun. And now that I decided to stop using hops, I needed something that would be a bit more of a bore solvent. So Wilson Combat also has their bore cleaner, which is Ultima Lube bore cleaner. And I've used it just a couple of times. The jury's still out for me at this point on whether I'd like it enough to continue it for that purpose, but it seems to work really well. And what I normally do, I use this now with a copper brush to push through the bore, and then I clean it out with patches, of course, and then I follow that up now with the Rand CLP, just to kind of get any of the bore cleaner out of the bore. And that seems to have worked, really well. Now, recently, I found out about this product called Breakthrough. Breakthrough. You'll notice it's clear. Not only is it clear, it is completely odorless. I mean completely odorless. So I decided to try it. I bought a small bottle first. I just ordered the large bottle yesterday because I have come after cleaning two of my guns to absolutely love this stuff. This was $8.95 from Breakthrough. They have a flat rate shipping policy of $3.75, which I love. Brownells and Midway USA and all these other companies, their shipping charges, including Wilson, are pretty high. So I love the fact that this company has such a low shipping rate. This is not a CLP. It is strictly a solvent for cleaning. And I have to tell you, this stuff works so well that I can clean my guns in a very, very short period of time. It's in a spray bottle, and I just lay my parts out. I do mine one at a time. I don't spray them all at the same time. And I just spritz it once or twice, and I wipe it off with a rag, and it is super, super clean. So this is now going to become my primary cleaning solvent. And by the way, this is military grade, approved by the United States military, which, they have very strict testing procedures, and this company's product has passed that. So I really love this. So what I'm now going to do, I'm going to use the Breakthrough as my primary cleaning agent solvent. I will probably, and I'll use the Wilson Combat bore cleaner to get the copper fouling out of the bore. And then I'll follow that up with the Rand CLP just to run it through the bore to clean it out. It leaves a slight lubricant inside the barrel. Not much, though. I clean it out as much as I can. And then I'll use my two Wilson Combat oils to make sure the gun is completely lubricated. Now, you might be saying, well, hell, you could use something like Break Free or Ballistol and do it all with one product. Well, I choose to not use just one product. Even when I was using Ballistol, I still followed it up with oil. So I have a little bit of a different procedure to do now, but this has become my general cleaning procedure, and it's really working well. So just to let you know, I love the Wilson Combat, products. I love the Rand CLP, and the Breakthrough has become my #1 go-to product. So you might want to go online and check this out. And it's www.breakthrough.com, and you can read about it and watch some videos and see what you think. So if you have any comments, and tell me how wrong I am about switching from the standards like hops, feel free. You know the drill. Put the messages down below, and let me know what you think. So for now, stay well and safe out there, folks.